Okay, y'all. Today's video is, I told you in my other video of my pantry tour of how I use a lot of our canned goods that I've canned. I promised y'all our freezer tours and the vegetables that we freeze, how I use them, and give y'all some meal ideas. And then our meat freezer. So let's just get started. Let me open up our freezer here and turn you around. All right. Right now, it really needs to be organized a little better, but I'm going to show you. Sometimes when we have room, we throw some things in here, and right now we've got some breads in here that we bought when they were on sale, and we brought them home and we froze them. And I've got Christmas candy in here right now. So, but right up under here, this is where I put all of my squash and my zucchini. I showed y'all in my video ways to preserve squash and zucchini. I think I have 2 videos, okay? And I showed y'all different ways of how I cut up my zucchini and my squash according to how I'm going to cook it, okay? Rounds gets turned into roasting, or scalloped. What else did I say I used my rounds for? Deep frying. I've got zucchini boats in here. You remember how I showed you how I cut my zucchini on the mandolin long ways, and I turned those into zucchini boats? You can put any kind of meat mixture on that. You can also take big fat rounds and make a keto pizza out of it and use the slices of rounds or the long ones and make pizzas out of them and use the zucchini as your crust if you're doing keto. Let's see. You can use the rounds or the boats like that. Cut them long ways. You can make loaf breads that way, kind of keto, and just substitute and use the long ways cuts of the zucchini. So there's you some ideas. The shreds, I sneak those into things, y'all, like soups, stews, roasts, shuffles, some breads. Now, I don't like zucchini bread like the bread version that you eat, the sweet bread. I'm talking about like maybe in some cheddar biscuits. Whip you up some biscuit dough with some cheddar cheese and squeeze in some shredded squash and zucchini. Squeeze it in some bread when you're making homemade bread. Dinner rolls. That video, the quick dinner roll recipe. Let's see. Yeah, squeeze some vegetables in some places that they won't know. Shuffles. I sneak them in for my girls, y'all. Okay? So let's see. And then we've got where I cube it. And I will use that like in roasts or stews or stir fries. That's the word. I knew there was another S in there somewhere. Stir fries, okay? Let's see. Shreds. You can cut them in like long spears. You can even use zucchini to substitute in making pickles, okay? French fries, the little crusted Parmesan zucchini fries, okay? Y'all, they can be sauteed, they can be roasted, they can be boiled, they can be fried, they can be deep fried. Anything, y'all. You can cook them in any dish. Air fryer, crock pot, oven. Cook them in anything. All right, so that's our squash and zucchini. Let's see what is here. This is onions. This is when we buy onions when they go on sale, and we will put them in 1-cup portions and put them in bags and vacuum seal them. Anything you can use onions in a recipe, y'all, okay? We have peppers right here, and I cut our peppers different ways when I process our peppers. Let's see. These are in cube form, like squares. And I will use those, y'all, as poppers. I will take a square, put a cream cheese filling in it, kind of fold it up, wrap that baby in bacon, and I've got some poppers, okay? You can add a meat to that cream cheese filling, okay? And make some poppers. I do our pepper. I cut our peppers a different way in strips. And that's like for fajitas, tacos, burritos. We dice them up. We put them on pizzas. Anything you use bell peppers for in cooking, okay? I just like to do them two different ways. The squares where I can do poppers, and however I'm going to cook them in something. Soups, stews, roasts, pizzas, fajitas, burritos, tortillas, enchiladas, anything, okay? Vacuum seal them, all right? Down here, I have all of the sweet potatoes that I processed into French fries or steak fries, okay? I see French fries, steak fries. You can cube them up even smaller, y'all, and you can throw them in casseroles like a breakfast casserole. You can do that with regular potatoes too. Breakfast casseroles, roasts. Anything you want to use sweet potatoes in, y'all. I'm just coming up with ideas off the top of my head. Yeah. Season them babies up. You can do them in the air fryer. You can deep fry them. You can do sheet pan dinners. Y'all, the possibilities are endless. I like shopping from my freezers. I like putting this food up and shopping from my freezers and saying, let's see, like tonight, we're going to have deer bacon burgers that he put up. I'm fixing to show you the meat freezer. And then I'm going to grab a bag of these and we're going to have some deep fried sweet potatoes. There you go. As French fries to go with it. Okay? Let's see. Oh, y'all, I got to get on my knees. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Okay, I see our corn. Let's go on down. Oh, I see our corn in here. I always put up our corn on the cob. And I showed y'all how I harvest our corn. Go back and watch that video. And I showed you I go ahead and put it all on the cob and we freeze it. Now, when it gets time to use this corn, if I want cream corn, I'll let it sit out and I'll let it defrost. Y'all excuse the junk back here. This is a catch-all room right now, and it's about to drive me nuts. Okay? It's a catch-all room. So, anyway, our corn, if I want cream corn, I'll take it off the corn like cream corn and then scrape the cob. We got cream corn. If I want whole kernel corn, I will cut it off the cob, turn around and cook it. So many meals. Then we've got corn on the cob. However I want to eat it that night is how I'll process it when I open it up and defrost it. Okay? Let's see. Going on down. Oh, there's one that you can make fried corn, y'all. You can make corn fritters. You can put it in Mexican corn. Y'all, find out different what you're like. I don't like corn. Well, maybe you like it a different way or you like it in something else. Don't just rule it out just because you've tried it one way and you don't like it that one way. Think of another way to fix it, okay? Corn fritters. Oh, deep fried corn. Oh my gosh, y'all. I love that. Deep fried corn. There's so many different ways, y'all. So many different options. Cut it off the cob. Anything that you can use whole kernel corn for. Cream style corn goes in your Mexican cornbread. Corn fritters. Throw in some jalapenos and some cheese. See, I'm giving y'all some ideas right now, ain't I? I make a, it's supposed to be a corn dip, but now I like it as a side where I put a little bit of cream cheese, a little bit of milk, some roasted peppers or some sun-dried tomatoes, and some bacon pieces. That was my dryer going off. I was like, what was that noise? Okay. Sun-dried tomatoes in there, bacon bits, and then just let it melt, and you got a different way to eat corn, y'all. Besides just whole kernel corn all the time and corn on a cob. Find shrimp bowls. Find a way that you can eat corn. Find a way that you like it. I get so many uses just out of squash and zucchini. I get so many uses out of our onions and our peppers, our sweet potatoes, our potatoes, corn. So many uses, y'all. Sheet pan dinners. That's a thing. Sheet pan dinners. I see right now I can grab some corn, potatoes, squash and zucchini. Grab some chicken thighs. Maybe throw some broccoli in there. And have a sheet pan dinner by tossing it all in some olive oil and some seasonings and having a sheet pan dinner. And all I've had to do is go to my freezer and go shopping. That's all. Okay, now, last shift, let's go down to my russet potatoes. I have rounds for scallops. Oh, rounds for scallops. See? I have the rounds. I have French fries I have done. See? French fries. And then our others are canned. I've even put some up whole, y'all, to where I can just get them out, heat them up. We can have baked potatoes, loaded baked potatoes. You can do that too. I don't think I did that in my video. Oh, y'all, okay. I don't think I did that in my video. I don't think I showed y'all that you can actually go ahead and parboil or kind of like microwave a whole baked potato and freeze it, let it thaw out, then kind of crisp it up in the oven or the air fryer, and you can still have a loaded baked potato. See, y'all, use your imagination. Think of all different ways that you can put this food up and use it. Get these ideas in your head. Write them down somewhere on a tablet of stone. Okay? Oh, let's go up here. Well, while I'm down here on the bottom, and I'm already in the floor, we have mushrooms in the bottom. Of course, popsicles for the girls. And I've got some cubed sweet potatoes right here. The cubed ones. I have some sweet potato puree right there that I'm going to use. Other ways, y'all, my tongue is just getting twisted. Other ways that I do sweet potatoes is I'll take some sweet potatoes and I will go ahead and bake them in the oven, get them good and soft. I will take them all out. I will peel them, and I will just put that baked sweet potato in a vacuum seal bag, like a puree. And then when I get ready, and if I want to make a pie, or if I want to take that puree and I want to incorporate it in some pancakes or some waffles, I've got the puree on hand. Okay, but I like baking it first. Okay, I'll bake it, then I'll smush it, and then as I let it defrost and as I'm going to cook it, I'll prepare it that way. Does that make sense? Okay, that puree I can use for different things. Okay, I can go ahead and put the stuff in it, make sweet potato pie. I'll take the puree and I'll make mashed sweet potatoes. Okay, sweet potato casserole. What else? I'll throw it in waffles and pancakes. You can make biscuits, put sweet potatoes or pumpkin puree in some biscuits, y'all. Yes, sweet potato biscuits, they're called. See? Sweet potatoes. Find different ways, how many things you can use that vegetable for, and you won't get tired of eating that one vegetable, okay? Everybody's like, I get so sick of eating corn all the time. Find different ways to fix it. I get tired of eating sweet potatoes. Find different ways to fix it. It's just simple as that, y'all. Okay. We buy cream cheese when it goes on sale. We'll stock up. We buy butter because I use a lot of butter. And we save seeds, okay? We have seeds up here. That is all in this freezer. Yes, that's all in this freezer. I just had to throw some extra things up there, y'all, because our freezer in the kitchen is a little full right now, so we find room where we can get it. So see, I just gave y'all some more meal ideas with things that you can put in the freezer. And y'all, I'm not telling y'all that y'all, let me close this before I let all my cold air out. I'm not telling y'all that y'all got to go out here and buy these big old freezers to do this stuff with, to put all this food away. No, use the freezer that you've got. Organize it to where you can get the most space out of it. And then fill that little freezer. Even if it's the freezer that's just above your refrigerator section on your refrigerator. The little small, I don't care. Find a way to organize it. Go and get you Just start out small. A few vegetables. Go get you about 4 squash, 4 zucchini, a head of broccoli, a head of cauliflower. Start out small, y'all, and preserve it. Fill your freezer that you have. Okay? Maybe you can save up and get like a small cubed chest freezer. Okay? Work your way up. Okay? I'm not saying you got to go out here and buy these big freezers like we've got. Y'all, it took us years to get these freezers, okay? We didn't get these overnight, okay? And we didn't fill them overnight either. This has just been a work in progress, okay? Let's see. Use what you have. Find ways to stack them in that freezer. Get you some little tubs if you have to. Section them out. Label what's in there, okay? Like broccoli and cauliflower, carrots, potatoes, corn, okay? Squash, zucchini, okay? There's different ways that you can cut it to where it'll stack better. And if you want to go ahead and cut it according to how you're going to prepare it or cook it, just like I've done, find a way to stack it. When you get ready to freeze things, lay them out flat. Even squash and zucchini, potatoes, lay them out flat. Let them freeze flat and then stack them a better way. Y'all, I've seen a lot of people that will put soups and stuff in Ziploc bags and make sure they are completely sealed and then lay them flat on a cookie sheet or something and put them in the freezer. Let them go ahead and freeze, and then they'll take them out and stack them like file folder fashion and put them in a little tub and write on the bags what's in there. Vegetable soup, broccoli and cheese soup, chili. Organize your freezer and get started. If you want to start fresh, clean your freezer out. Defrost it, clean it out, organize it, get you some tubs, then start filling it. Whatever you have on hand. Let's go to this next freezer. All right, y'all, right now it's a little scanty because we're in the process of trying to stock, and my husband's working on deer right now. So up here, I told you how to shop the sales. Let me turn you back around and talk to you just for a second. I showed you how to shop the sales. Whoo, it's cold in here, okay? We will go and we will buy meats when they're on sale, okay? And we will stock up. We will bring them home and we will repackage them in size portions for me and him now. Used to, it was for 4 people. Now then it was 3 when the oldest one left home. Now we're just down to 2, okay? So we prepackage them to just us. And a lot of these packages winds up being like 1 pound packages, or if it's like chicken breasts, a breast a piece, thighs, we may have 4 in the package, 2 a piece, okay? So buy them when they're on sale. I've got plenty of videos showing y'all how to shop the sales, where to go, how to shop for them, how to look for the sales, what to use, okay? Go back and check out those videos. Shop the sales. Then go down to the very bottom, scroll down to the very bottom, menu planning, by shopping the sales. A lot of tips and tricks are in those 2 videos, y'all. Meal planning videos. I give you a lot of tricks in that one on how to shop the sales. Then my one where don't let them do this to you. Go back and check that one out. Shopping smarter. Okay? Bringing it home, repackaging it. Y'all, you don't have to go out here and go buy cases. Go buy the packages. A lot of times grocery stores will limit like 5 per visit or 5 per customer. Get packages, big packages. Bring it home, downsize it, repackage it, vacuum seal it, or freezer storage bags, and then put it in your freezer. There's ways to stack this stuff, y'all, that's easier to save space in your freezer, and I'm fixing to show you. Let's see. We have pork butts on top, okay? He uses those for a lot of things, y'all. Let's see. My husband uses pork loins and pork butts. Not only will we use them as a roast, But the video I have, either I've already uploaded it or I'm fixing to upload it, making a, how many meals you can get out of one pork roast, pork loin, okay? How many meals you can get out of that. Oh, y'all, so many meals you can get with just one pork roast. But he will take, before we get ready to use it, he will take and he will trim a lot of the fat off. The fat he uses in a lot of his deer processing and chuck roast processing. Watch and see how he uses those fat trimmings and stuff in processing chuck roasts, processing some of his deer, y'all. Go back and watch his videos, okay? All right, let's see. Let me turn you around again. All right, let's a little bit of snow cream, y'all. I'm still in here. I need to throw it out. Okay, here is this chuck roast that he does, y'all, that he likes to grind up, and we use as ground chuck instead of just ground beef. All right, y'all see how flat these packages are? Oh, I just lost it. Y'all see how flat these packages are? All right, in his video where he's processing the chuck roast, we pounded those packages down, that meat, froze them flat, put them in here and froze them flat. That's what I'm talking about, putting them in a tub and filing them file folder fashion. Don't try to say that fast. File folder fashion, okay? You don't have to go big scale like that. Start in a little tub, okay? Go get like a 10-pound round. Chop that baby up into 1-pound portions. Put it in a Ziploc bag. Pound it out. Freeze it flat. I'm seeing hamburgers. I'm seeing anything, spaghetti, sloppy joes, anything that you would use ground beef for, we use our ground chuck for. Now, we will also buy ground beef occasionally when it's on sale. But y'all, a couple of years ago, he started seeing that processing his own ground chuck was actually coming out cheaper by the pound than going and buying ground beef. That's why he started doing it. Check into that, y'all, if that's something that interests you. His processing meats video, that's what he does. Ground chuck right there. And it comes out a little bit cheaper, okay? Right now, maybe not so much because of the inflation and the prices have gone up. But before all that, it wound up being a little cheaper. So anything that you would use ground beef for, you can use ground chuck. All right, let's see. We've portioned our chickens out. See, we bought packages. We portioned them out. 3 or 4 to a pack. There we go. We got pork chops. 3 or 4 to a pack. Depends on how big the pork chops are. Here is his deer sausage. We have Italian sausage. We have sage deer sausage. The deer sausage we mostly use for our breakfast sausage. The Italian sausage, we use it like for lasagnas and pastas, just to have a different flavor on hand, okay? Like I said, we use the sausage. Gosh, what's a lot of things you can use sausage for besides just breakfast, y'all? You can crumble it up. You can put it in gravy, your breakfast meals. I'll crumble up this sausage and brown it and use in my make-ahead breakfast, y'all. All those videos, my make-ahead breakfast meals. I'll grab, y'all, coffee. I will grab a pack of that, crumble it up, brown it, put it in burritos. Go watch those make-ahead breakfasts, y'all. I show you all different ways that I use that sausage. Breakfast casseroles, okay? You can either bake a breakfast casserole in the oven or one in the crock pot. I know my freezer door's open. Thank you. Okay. Anything you use sausage for. Dips, appetizers, breakfast cooking. I know. Breakfast, it's beeping at me. Hey, dummy, you got the door open. Breakfast sausage, the Italian sausage, poppers with my peppers and cream cheese. Pastas, lasagnas. We've even mixed ground chuck and some of the Italian sausage before for burgers, okay? anything you use sausage for. All right? What's in this one over here? What is this one? Deer bacon burger. Yes, we're fixing to have some of that tonight. See, we froze them flat. We smashed them down, froze them flat. Deer bacon burgers. Those are things that he just wanted to use. Where's my little button? Let me do this. I can't find my button. Here it is. Hold on. Okay, had to get the noise to stop. Deer bacon burgers. He just wanted to make up some of those just for hamburger purposes. Or, here's a meal. You know my video where I'm doing so many things to do with 12 pounds of onions? In that video, didn't I can some? Anyway, I canned some onions. I caramelized some onions, and I canned them in a Lipton onion soup mix and some broth, vegetable broth or beef broth. I think I used what I had on hand, and at that time it was beef broth. Hamburger steaks and gravy. I just go grab a jar of that, thicken up the sauce, make a gravy, and then I got hamburger steaks and gravy and onions included. Y'all, so many things I can use with that jar of onions, caramelized onions that I did. I can turn that into soup. I think I explained that in my pantry video, okay? How to use all those things I got in my pantry to make meals out of them and be creative. All right, let's see. This is about the rest. Let me turn you around. Like I said, we're still stocking our pantry. This is deer loins, backstraps. So many things you can use for backstraps, y'all. Here's some more mushrooms that we didn't have room in our other freezer. We just brought them over here. I can use deer backstraps. Y'all know on Forrest Gump where him and that guy is scrubbing that floor and he's saying, shrimp this, shrimp that, shrimp this. Y'all, deer stew, deer chili, deer roast, fajitas, deer steaks, minute steaks. See where I'm going with this? I can use that backstrap for so many different meals. Throw it on with a sheet pan and bake it with some vegetables on a sheet pan. I can saute it up. I can use this for anything, y'all. Deer. It's the next best meat. Eat more deer. Okay? All right, let's see. Y'all, that's about all in this freezer. We've got more seeds down here of his mother's that got passed down to me. I'm saving all those seeds for her. Let's see. Over here is where he'll put I'm sorry, that's me. I meant to turn you around. Hold on. All right? This is where we will put our fats for when he needs them to make, see, like this is the pork butt fat. This is pure pork fat. Pure pork fat. What is this? Ham fat. I'm going to use this the next time I can pinto beans. Of course, we have ice cream and popsicles in here too. Fudge-sicles for the girls. What's this one? Chicken scraps. Okay. I think that may be some bone. I need to make some chicken stock with this. He saved this for me for chicken stock. That's on my to-do list, y'all. He saves me things too. What is this? Pork fat. Ham. Something other. I'll have to ask him what that is. I think he's saving that for me to put in my pinto beans. All right. Some things he will save for me to do things with, like the chicken scraps. Whoop. I got to close my drawer. He's saving those for me for my chicken broth, homemade chicken stock. I got to get to work on these things next week, y'all. Then he's saving some ham scraps for me. That may be what that is. Ham scraps for me for the next time I can pinto beans. I'm going to put some ham in it. Y'all, pinto beans. I'm going to try to can some here in the next little while. And y'all, I use pinto beans. We eat just pinto beans and cornbread. We'll throw some ham in it. let me close my door. We will, we make refried beans to put in burritos, tacos, taco shells for like the taco salads. So many things you can use pinto beans for, y'all. Cowboy, beans. So many different things. But he'll take like a lot of his scraps that he will need to process something else with it. Like right now, he's using a lot of the pork fat, I think, to do some of our sausage and some deer bacon. There you go, y'all. That's our freezer. Shop the sales. Let me go in here. Shop the sales. I got boxes in my way, y'all. I had to move out of my way. This has just been our catch-all room right now till I get in here and organize it. Give me a sec. There we go. Shop the sales. You don't have to have big freezers like we have. By no means. You don't have to. Shop the sales. Come home, repackage them, process them, put them up. Okay? You don't have to have a big freezer. Start out small and say, you know what? I'm going to start preserving some food. You don't have to do it on a large scale. You don't even have to grow your own garden. Catch these vegetables when they're on sale, just like I did. I showed you in my videos, shopping the sales and some things I got on sale, and then how I brought them home and processed them. So, squash, zucchini, broccoli. I think I've got some broccoli and some cauliflower in there that I didn't do myself. I store-bought those, y'all, because to be honest with you, buying the $1 bag of broccoli and cauliflower was a whole lot better economically to buy like 10 packages than it was to buy the seeds or buy the plants, grow them, fertilize them, sweat. See what I'm saying? It was better to do that. Now, when we grow another garden, I will still probably stick some broccoli and cauliflower out there. Yes, ma'am. I probably will. Just for the sake of wanting to grow it and get my hands in the dirt, okay? Start out small. You decide you want to do this, start out small. Start with your freezer that's just above your refrigerator. I forgot this freezer, okay? Start with that. Go get you some vegetables. Put them up. Preserve them. Or can them, okay? Learn how to can. I got so many canning videos, y'all. Start small. Then you'll be like, yeah, I think I like that. You may be on to something. Once you start this, there's no looking back, I'm telling you. When you're able, women, when you're able to do your part and help put food on the table, and you might not have had to have stepped out the door to go and do that except for going to the grocery store and buying it, knowing that you've helped your husband provide and put food on the table, that's a good feeling to me. I'm like, he shouldn't carry this burden all by himself. I need to help. Okay? So I started like, let me do the vegetables. You do the meat. Because he's so picky. Okay? Let me do the sides. Let me do the vegetables. Okay, so we got a deal. Okay? If I can't grow it, I'll go buy it. And I'm helping because I'm putting it up. And it's wonderful, y'all, especially like in the wintertime or on busy nights. You don't have to get out and go grocery shopping. I can come up with a meal plan, a week's worth of meal plan, just by shopping in my pantries and my freezers. I can come up with a week's worth of meals, okay? So as we use these things, whether it be in my pantry, I think I'll probably put the pantry items in with the pantry video, freezer items in with this video. And I'll put pictures at the end of the videos and let you see the meals that I'm getting out of them. Now, y'all, there could be hundreds and I can't fit all these in one video, but I'm going to give you some ideas. I just talked you through some ideas of how to use some different vegetables, okay? Just because you had it one way doesn't mean you may not like it another. Try it a different way, okay? Put that cream corn in some Mexican cornbread. Ugh. Corn fritters. That whole kernel corn. Fry it. Find some different ways to make it. Use it with that cream cheese that I just said. Corn dip, okay? Then you got your corn on the cob. Shrimp boils. Okay. So there you have it. Let me see. I think all I've got in this freezer. Let's see. All I have in here is like things that we grab on hand, cheeses that we buy and put up, extra bread, chicken nuggets for my granddaughters. I've got some vegetable scraps down there that's fixing to be turned into vegetable broth. I've got some leftover biscuits in there that's going to be used to be thrown in a casserole, breakfast casserole. Or I can take a biscuit out and just take one out, put it in the microwave and nuke it for a second, and just have a jelly and biscuit or a sausage and biscuit. Bake up your batch of biscuits and just put them in the freezer and take one out as you need it. You can do that with any kind of bread, y'all. All right, up here, let's see, more cheese up here, beef jerky that my husband made, shuffles for the granddaughters, waffles for the granddaughters, bologna and hot dogs, because y'all, they're kids, they like bologna and hot dogs, french fries for when, you know, they start hollering, I want McDonald's chicken nuggets and french fries. Well, guess what? French fries, and we got chicken nuggets in here that I don't have to go to McDonald's, okay? So that's what's in that freezer. Just go to right here, closer to the kitchen, okay? So, y'all, start small, work your way up. You might be hooked and you'll be saving more money. Go back and check out all my videos. Check out my canning videos. Pair it with the pantry tour videos. Get you some ideas for some meals. Get your freezer stocked. Get your freezer organized. Start out like this. Come up with some meal ideas, okay? Shop your pantries and your freezers first. And I teach you how to do that in my meal planning videos, y'all. I show you how to do that in those videos, okay? Where you can save money that way by shopping from your pantries and meal plan, rather than planning a meal for something you got to go buy all the ingredients for. See what you got on hand first. See what kind of meals you can come up with for those. And this is the reason why we like to grow things and we like to hit the sales. Like I said, if I can't grow it, I don't grow pinto beans. It's more economical to go and buy a 10-pound bag of pinto beans that I can just can, okay? Rather than taking up another row for a vegetable that's laborious, costs to fertilize it. Weigh your pros and cons of gardening. Okay, is this going to benefit me with all the labor and all the costs, or can I just go buy it cheaper? Y'all, do the math. Tomatoes is something I will grow. Peppers is something we will grow. Green beans, corn, broccoli and cauliflower. That's squash and zucchini. Those are our staples, okay? I can grow sweet potatoes. I have trouble. I can grow potatoes, but y'all, when they're on sale, I can go buy them cheaper. Do the math. What's more economical, labor-wise, cost-wise, and everything? Stock your pantries and your freezers. Shop from your pantries and freezers. Meal plan from your pantries and freezers, okay? Go back and see how many videos I've got. Meal planning with those shopping tips. Shopping the sales. My canning videos. All of my preserving videos, whether it's potatoes, carrots, russet potatoes, squash and zucchini. Go back and catch all those, y'all, okay? And then I see some work I got to do. I got to make chicken broth, chicken stock, and I've got to make vegetable stock, okay? So that's probably next on the list. I need to can some pinto beans with those ham scraps. Yeah, I got to do all that. So there you go, y'all. That's our pantries and our freezers. You don't have to go big. Start out small. Get your little freezer stocked. Get it organized. Clean it out, okay? I hope y'all have enjoyed this, and I hope you start your year out doing all these things and knowing that I can take care of my family. I can sustain my family. I can feed my family without having to go to the grocery store all the time. Except for when you got to go get this stuff when it's on sale. But if you do have to go to the grocery store, buy it when it's on sale. Okay, I hope y'all have enjoyed this and have fun stocking your pantries and your freezers and coming up with all those wonderful meals that you're going to make for your family that is so nutritious. Y'all have a good day.